This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, what up? Happy Thursday, the Jason Walker Show. We are back, Major Mortgage Man Cave, and presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle, it is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. You can watch live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com. As always, go to JasonWalkerShow.com. Tweet us at JWalkerSports. Email Jason at JasonWalkerShow.com. All right. Do we got everything? I think we got it all covered. All right. Going to be a good show. Going to be a great show. We're going to talk Preakness with Barry Abrams. He is the host of The Far Turn, which you can find on multiple different places. And also, we're going to talk PBR with Flint Rasmussen. They're in Billings this weekend. The PBR is all the guys, all the gals, everybody. And we'll talk to Flint coming up at the bottom of the hour. And always a fun time talking with Mr. Rasmussen. So, going to be fun. Let's see here. You can still vote to the end of the hour on our Twitter poll from yesterday, which is, should MHSA introduce and institute shot clocks for high school basketball? Now, it is up to basically the schools to have a majority vote at the board annual meetings and say yay or nay. So we'll see if it happens. Kyle up in Havre said it's a good idea, but where do you get the money to add the shot clocks and hire the shot clock operators? Look, that's been discussed over the last couple of years. Nobody knows the answers to that. But I think if you got the shot clock, I think you can train people. You can train JV parents. Now that, nobody has to wear a mask if you're vaccinated, right? That's what the CDC came out today and said. So there's that. But I think, we're going to be more normal this coming season for basketball. And I think we can have, you teach a JV kid, you teach a parent, it can be done. It can be done. Now, money-wise, I don't know. That's not my cup of tea. Northwestern Energy could donate, right? I mean, they sponsor a ton, and they charge a lot for energy, for power, like our lights and stuff, right? I mean, we could just get Northwestern Energy to sign off on everything, I think. All right. So anyway, you can vote on the Twitter poll at JWalkerSports on that. And yeah, we did talk about it. You don't have to wear your masks. The CDC said if you are fully vaccinated, and you don't have to wear your mask in most indoor places. So I noticed a lot of places around town in Helena, the signs are down. And although in Bozeman the other day, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. I was in a coffee shop on campus or near campus, and the little girl in there's like, "Here's your mask," and I'm like, "I have one. The governor said you don't have to." So, look, do the shot, don't do the shot. I don't care. I got vaccinated, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because the wife and I are planning a trip out of country in January, and I want to be able to go. That's it. I mean, that's it. I hold a magnet up to my arm, pull the thing out. I don't care. The tracking device, whatever. But the wife and I want to go on a trip out of country in January, and that's why I got it. And for the little one, obviously. But so I did it. So I don't care if you do. I don't care if you don't. You are your own person. You do you. All right, enough of that. Saw some news today that Sayre Patton is leaving Carroll men's basketball and transferring to Montana Tech. Dude averaged a lot of points in his high school career at Shoto, and at the end of the day, just not enough playing time, not enough balls to go around for a very good Carroll men's basketball team and Kurt Paulson. But, yeah, he's leaving. Sayre Patton will average over 30 points his senior year at Shoto, but said on Twitter, excited for this new chapter. #RollDigs. So there you go. 6'3" is Sayre Patton. I mean, look, the dude's a great player. I just don't know if he was a fit at Carroll. Once, you got a lot of great athletes that came in his class and since. So best of luck to Sayre down there at Tech. And he's going to get to play with Caleb Bellich, who transferred from MSU. I mean, that Montana Tech team, Adam Hyatt's doing a really nice job rebuilding that team down there. That men's program at Montana Tech is going to be reckoned with in the upcoming season. They're very good. And they've got some great talent. Now, you still got Providence. You still got Carroll in the mix. Northern's always going to be a middle-of-the-road team. You've got Rocky looking to rebound from last year. And Bill Drykosen's not going to let last year define, this class at Rocky Mount College. I mean, they're going to be good too. So I get everybody in the league. I think so. And the Western men coming up too. I mean, Mike Larson's done a nice job down there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in Frontier basketball. And we're a long way from it. I get it. We're still a long, long way from the Frontier Conference basketball season. So I feel like something happened with the lights. We didn't touch them. It's just a little bit darker and different in areas. Who knows? I got to put up. I think we're going to put up a dark shade on the window to our right, like a blackout shade, and we're going to add some more lights. Like I said, the new Major Mortgage Man Cave, still a little bit of a work in progress. Still got some pictures to hang right there. We got a couple things to hang right there. Something's going to go right there. And talk to a good buddy who's going to be donating some great memorabilia into the studio, so that'll be nice, into the man cave. So, and we'll fix the lights. I mean, it's just like I said, aesthetics. We just had to get the major stuff done, get it fixed. I came in, by the way, under budget, which was the wife said, "Here's your budget for the remodel," and we came in underneath. So there you go. There you go. Now I can buy memorabilia, right? We'll see. We'll see what she says. Let's see. What else did we see today? Dylan Rollins, Sentinel Standout, named the Gatorade Football Player of the Year for the state of Montana. Dude was a stud. I mean, flat out just stud. And congrats to that offensive lineman. And, it's weird because the article in 406mtsports.com said it. Lance Hartzler, who's done a nice job since moving up from Northern Arizona. Remember, we had Lance on the air last year. But he's done a very nice job writing since moving to the Missoulian. Remember, Jordan Hansen left and went to the news department, our buddy Jordan. So we'll talk to Lance more. But anyway, he said today, it's his front headline about Dylan Rollins. It's not an offensive lineman gets one of the top individual honors that a high school athlete can get, and he did. Congrats to Dylan Rollins, man. That is awesome. The last, let's see, Caleb Kidder of Helena from 2011 at Capital did it in, 2011. So there you go. The Spartans won the state title for the first time in almost 50 years. The highest rated recruit. He's committed to BYU. So... and he's going to play in the Blue-Gray All-America Bowl, which is really cool. So, nice job. Very nice. Also, kudos to the Jefferson High boys and the the Jefferson High boys and Loyola boys. Here, let me try that one again. Jefferson boys took second. Loyola boys took first in divisionals, the Western B. Loyola's Zeke Booz taking the boys' individual crown. Sealy Chapman of Jefferson signed off on the girls' crown at Eagle Bend at Big Fork, wrapped up yesterday. And they're both headed to state, as well as the teams on the boys' side of Loyola, Jefferson. It's for, by the way, the Panthers going to state for the first time at the State B golf tournament. Anaconda and Lincoln rounding out the top 4 there. Townsend just missing out by 5 shots. On the girls' side, it's going to be Three Forks, Manhattan, Townsend, and Big Fork. And Loyola girls missing out on state. They were 2 shots behind Big Fork. But Townsend girls getting to go. Three Forks, Manhattan. Man, there's some just good golfers around the state at the high school level. It's so much fun to watch them. So congrats to those teams and those players. It's going to be fun. Next week, state down at Billings in the Class B. By the way, the end of the month, Memorial Day weekend, I will be at Florence Carlton doing state softball for the NFHS network. Join us, won't you? That'll be fun. We'll have more details on that coming up. Let's see. Oh, Monday, we're going to talk to new Flathead Braves football coach, Alex Cummings. He will join us Monday here on the Jason Walker Show. So, good stuff. It's going to be fun moving forward. Can't wait. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, before we go, NCAA golf. Did you see this yesterday? The NCAA regional for the women at Baton Rouge was canceled before they even played a shot after 3 days of weather. So Brad Hurlburt, the director of athletics at Fairleigh Dickinson, was outside the clubhouse and said, quote, "Even though the course is playable, it's not playable at championship level," end quote. So then people are like, you just said it was playable. How can we not play on it? It's NCAA dropping the ball on women's sports yet again. Like, they're breaking their own stuff. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll talk more about that a little bit later on, maybe next week. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the man, the myth, the legend, Barry Abrams is going to preview the Preakness and what the heck happened in the Derby and what's next. This is the Jason Walker Show.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back on a Thursday. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Hanging out in the Major Mortgage Man Cave with our friend Snoop Dogg, his autograph picture right there. I don't know if you saw it. There it is. Right next to the autograph picture of Sandy Koufax. So, and we've got Mickey Mantle's autograph picture right there. Legit. And Flint Rasmussen, well, who will join us coming up later. But it is time to welcome in, well, there's nobody better than handicapping horse racing than Barry Abrams, and he's been on our show for a couple of years. We enjoy having him, and we welcome him in from his home studio out on the East Coast. How are you, my friend?
From one home studio to another. That's the way the world works, especially in COVID land. How are you, my friend?
I am great. Let me give you the full, complete introduction. Before we get going, you are the host of The Far Turn, and it's, a minute-long feature on horse racing, on thoroughbred racing each and every day. You can find it on social media. You can also check out the Daily Wager on ESPN+. We'll run through your social media accounts throughout the course of this little segment here, but what happened in the Kentucky Derby? Can you explain exactly what happened?
Well,
the after effects, I guess.
Right. I mean, certain horses are randomly tested after every race in North America. And of course, the winner usually is. And so Medina Spirit, who crossed the line first in the Kentucky Derby, was tested. And his test came back positive for a substance called beta-methasone, which is a corticosteroid, an anti-inflammatory, that is commonly given to both horses and people, for that matter, football players, etc. The rule with racing, at least in many of the states that govern it, Kentucky being a prominent one, is that no drugs can be present in your system on the day of the race, with one exception, and that is the anti-bleeding medication Lasix. And I'm not going down that rabbit hole. It's not important for the point of this discussion. There was a small level of beta-methasone in Medina Spirit's blood test. So how did it get there? We're not sure, but there's a whole legal process for it. But let me just back up 1 second. You can give a horse this beta-methasone anti-inflammatory. You have to do it more than 2 weeks, more than 14 days before the horse races. And theoretically, in that time, it will be broken down and out of his system. Bob Baffert says now, he had a couple of different stories. One was, I don't know how it got there. And then it was, we gave this horse this cream to treat dermatitis, a skin rash, and beta-methasone was in that. And I don't know if that's legit or not, but the bottom line is his sample tested positive. So what happens next? Well, you know, there's a legal process involved here. First of all, every time there's a horse tested, you have to take 2 samples, A and B, in case something happens to A. And in this case, what happened was it tested positive. So now you have to test B. And you also have to do a DNA test on that sample to confirm that was indeed from that horse. And if all of that comes back positive, and presumably it will, then you have a hearing in front of the stewards, in front of the, you know, the governing body of the sport in Kentucky where the race took place. All of this has to play out, and it takes time. It just takes time to test these samples. We all wish it could go quickly and have it all done before the next race, but it just doesn't work that way. And while, you know, part of me definitely thinks that, well, this horse shouldn't be racing if there's a suspicion that he's tested positive, but at the same time, in this country, you're innocent until proven guilty, and the process has not played itself out yet completely. So I understand it. It's a very tough call on whether this horse should be running in this race, but, you know, we are a country where you're innocent until proven guilty, and I am not saying that in any way to defend the horse or defend Bob Baffert or anything. That's just the way it is around here.
Barry, though, when Baffert comes out with a couple of different stories, Monday, you know, like you said, it was complete denial for the most part, and then Tuesday or Wednesday, he admits, yeah, we gave him this cream, but that doesn't play well for Bob Baffert, who's highly respected and one of the best trainers out there.
No, it doesn't play well. And I'll not going to lie, Jason. Although I had nothing definitive on which to go at the moment the horse crossed the wire, when he did, there was a part of me, a big part of me, that went, because this is his fifth positive in the last year. I mean, he had others and talked his way out of them, and it's not worth going down that rabbit hole either. Okay. But he comes in here with a 15-1 long shot, his only horse. He had a whole bunch of horses on the Triple Crown Trail. Another of those will actually oppose Medina Spirit in the Preakness Concert Tour, but it just seemed too perfect. Now, there could be a legitimate explanation for this. I don't necessarily want to convict him in the court of public opinion. Well, let me stop. I want to. I shouldn't, and I won't. But, it definitely made me skeptical. No question about it. But, again, the process has to play itself out, and you're innocent until proven guilty.
Barry Abrams joining us. He is the host of The Far Turn. You can check it out at B. Abrams Voice on the Twitter. He is all over YouTube as well, and Facebook, Barry Abrams Voice, LinkedIn, Barry Abrams, Instagram, B. Abrams Voice. And there's nobody that knows horse racing better than Mr. Abrams. All right, so Baffert's not in Baltimore, but the horses are. And they had the draw, and they're both next to each other, is that right?
No, Medina Spirit goes from the 3, and Concert Tour goes from the 10. Post position doesn't make a whole lot of difference in a race with only 10 horses, but they are allowed to race. And the interesting thing about that, Jason, is there are two ways that this horse could have been allowed to race, Medina Spirit, and Bob Baffert in general. Because, oh, by the way, Churchill Downs, where the Derby took place, said, we are not accepting entries by Bob Baffert until this is settled. Now, of course, it's easy for them to say their biggest day has already happened. Pimlico's has not. But there are two ways this horse could have raced. One, which is what happened, that the owner of Pimlico Racecourse and the Maryland Jockey Club made an agreement that they're going to test him more, blah, 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 and we're going to let you race. The other way they could have done it is they could have said, no, we're not going to let you race. And then Baffert's attorney applies for a temporary restraining order, which would probably be granted because of the due process thing I mentioned earlier, and then he would have been allowed to race. I'm a little surprised that they made the agreement as they did, because the same owners of Pimlico Racecourse, which also owns Santa Anita Racecourse in California, where Bob Baffert is based, have barred a Hall of Fame trainer named Jerry Hollendorfer because of the number of horses he has that broke down in a certain period of time. They didn't even find any necessarily drugs in the system. They just said the guy's had a lot of breakdowns. We're barring him.
Wow.
And it's private property, and that's what we want to do. But they didn't do that here. They could have. And not only that, Pimlico and Churchill and a number of other industry leaders like New York Racing have voluntarily joined together to form something called the Thoroughbred Safety Coalition, which until a national law takes effect next year that will set mandatory standards and enforce those standards, is something the sport is sorely needed. Until then, they say we're going to enforce our own high standards. Well, when are you going to do that? So I thought they would have kept him out or tried to keep him out just because of that, but they didn't.
So final question on this before we talk about the actual racing of the horses at Pimlico. What happened? There's
going to be a race?
I'm told so. I'm told Saturday there's a race.
Okay.
But I got to
take your word for it.
Hey, what happens if let's play the process out? Let's say Baffert's found guilty. What happens to him? I mean, he
would be suspended for a certain amount of time, probably not that long, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, not much more than that.
Okay.
And of course, the horse would be disqualified from his win, and the purse money would be distributed without him. I have the part with which I have a problem there, and I have a big problem with this, is that the horse is not disqualified. Now, I understand there are going to be people who say, well, the horse doesn't decide whether there are drugs in his system. That's not what I mean. Bob Baffert should not be able to benefit from this horse running if he's suspended. That should not happen. But the horse, they say, well, the drug breaks down quickly, it's out of his system, and presumably he's going to test negative for this drug this week in Pimlico. We'll know that probably tomorrow because they've already done testing on him. It just hasn't come back. But to me, that's not the point. If you're going to suspend the trainer, you should suspend the horse too, so they can't make money off of him. But that doesn't happen either.
All right, Barry Abrams joining us. He is the host of The Far Turn. It's a 1-minute daily segment on Thoroughbred racing, and you can check it out on social media. Okay, so no essential quality this week. We don't have, I believe, Hot Rod Charlie either. But my favorite, Midnight Bourbon, is in this race. There's only 10. Handicap this one.
Well, here's the thing. What always happens in the Preakness is that the Derby winner comes back on short rest, much shorter than what is standard these days. Horses usually run back 4, 6, 8 weeks. He's coming back in 2 weeks. Only 2 other horses from the Derby are there with him. Keep Me in Mind and Midnight Bourbon. Midnight Bourbon had a terrible break out of the gate. He got slammed coming out and basically said, I'm done here, and really didn't put in much effort. So his trainer, Steve Asmussen, said, let's give him another shot. He really didn't do any hard running. There are 7 horses here who did not run in the Kentucky Derby. In theory, this is the B team, the JV squad that Medina Spirit is facing. But to be fair, some of these horses aren't necessarily less talented. They just have taken a little longer to come around. It's like the baseball prospect you call up in April versus July, because some of these guys just take a little bit longer to really develop. It happens. So a horse like Risk Taking or Crowded Trade, both trained by Chad Brown, a 4-time champion trainer in this country, they might be coming to hand a little bit later and didn't make the Derby, but they might be coming around now. Certainly worth taking a look at, as well as Midnight Bourbon. The thing is, though, for Medina Spirit, if you're asking whether he's going to win this race, there's a little bit of speed here, early speed, horses that could challenge him coming out of the gate. And one of them is his stablemate Concert Tour, who we mentioned earlier. They have the same running style. Now, they have 2 Hall of Fame riders there. I mean, John Velasquez rides Medina Spirit, 2nd straight Derby win for him. He rode Authentic last year. Mike Smith won the Triple Crown on Justified 3 years ago. He's on Concert Tour. So you have to believe these 2 guys are going to figure this out, that they're not going to cook each other coming out of the gate. But those horses have the same running style, as does Midnight Bourbon. Go to the lead. So you never know. If these horses get hooked up in a speed duel, then it could set up for a horse like Risk Taking or Crowded Trade who come from behind. Perhaps even Unbridled Honor for Todd Pletcher, who is also one of these late bloomers. Finished 2nd in a race in Lexington, Kentucky last time out. Not enough points to make it into the Kentucky Derby. He might be coming around now too. He's 15-1, and he'll be coming from behind. So you're not going to have horses really breaking poorly out of here. It's only 10 horses in the race.
Right.
So I think they're all going to run their race. The question is, are the front runners going to get cooked?
We always talk about Bob Baffert and then, his 7 wins now at the Derby, but let's not forget D. Wayne Lucas, who's right up there in my eyes as one of the greatest trainers of all time. And he's got a chance with a 30-1.
Yeah, I mean, Ram is the horse of whom you're speaking, and he goes from the rail. The rail really doesn't matter as much in a race with only 10 horses. I mean, Wayne Lucas's best days are behind him, and this horse, it took him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races before he even won anything. He's won his last 2, but has not yet run in a top-level race. There's not enough to make me think that this horse is going to come around. But, Wayne Lucas set the bar. He changed the game and will forever be known not so much for the number of wins, but how he did it. He's the first of the super trainers, the guy who has stables in 5 different places and assistants looking out for all of them. Todd Pletcher's become a super trainer. Even Bob Baffert is not a super trainer. He doesn't have strings of horses all over the country. He wants to see all of his horses train in front of his eyes. You know, Todd Pletcher, Chad Brown, Steve Asmussen, who have horses in here, they've become super trainers, and they all learned from Lucas. But I don't know if Lucas is going to get to turn the tables on them on Saturday.
All right, final question. Who wins?
I think Medina Spirit wins again, and boy, is that going to create a firestorm from the mountain, isn't it?
You definitely will. I'm sticking with my Midnight Bourbon, and I gotta send you an email because we can't bet in Montana, so I need a good offshore betting site or whatever they're called.
Oh gosh, I'm not the right person for that.
Well, I'll just send you the cash. You can put the bet down. How's that?
We can talk about that after. How about that?
There you go. Barry Abrams, host of The Far Turn, and you can check it out on his social media pages. Appreciate it, my friend, as always, and we'll talk in a couple of weeks.
You bet. Be good.
That is Barry Abrams joining us. Jason Walker Show. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. This segment brought to you by Rutgers Furniture and our friend Flint Rasmussen. I already see him on camera, and he looks good, and he's next.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rutgers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rutgers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Oh.
Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
All right, welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Cannot wait to get to our guest, and we will in a second. This segment, this show is brought to you by Capital Collision Center here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Okay, Medina Spirit, bet on him, but I'm still going with Midnight Bourbon. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best. All right, we welcome in our good friend now. His name is Flint Rasmussen. He is, he's just the entertainer of the world, entertainer of a lifetime. Can we give you that award?
I mean, all time.
I like it.
Why do I see the back of your head, Walker? What's going on?
I need to get to this camera. There, is that better? Oh, wait, hold on. No, this is better. Is that better?
I just miss your face.
There you go. Well, I need to figure out a different camera angle to get closer.
We're good.
Okay.
As long as the people can see me up close,
that's all
really
that matters.
Yeah. Look at I did a little backdrop for you with some buckles, and look at me.
You're like a pro.
It's like I do this for a living.
Right.
Plus, I mean, not to rain on your parade here, but here in about 25 minutes, I have a virtual meet and greet with fans through the PBR. So I was already set up for that. So.
Well, and that's good. And we get to talk for our normal hour or whatnot. But okay, so nice CBS Sports hat.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I really enjoyed, was it Monday, the Jason Walker Show shirt? That was awesome.
Hey, how about that? A little subtle shout out to you.
I loved it.
That was a conscious decision right there.
I like it. I like it a lot. Flint Rasmussen joining us here, Jason Walker Show. All right, PBR, Billings. We've asked all the normal questions. We've done this for years. What's different about this one?
It's funny because I have one of our ladies from PBR office here to help me with this thing. What's different about this? Well, I'll tell you one thing that's different to me is it hasn't been a year since we've been here. We were just here in September.
Right.
So, because we were going places that we could go. And so, and it is a little later this year with all the scheduling, trying to throw events in where we could get them. Yeah, we're in May instead of April. Ultimately, April's better, probably, with the time of year. But it just, the way our corporate offices and our people have been scrambling to schedule, it falls where it falls. But here's what's different from the last year of what we're doing. Gradually, more and more seats are opening up, and I don't know that we're supposed to say, hey, we're selling everything, but I'll say this: if you want a damn ticket, we'll get.
I like that. And they definitely will, because CDC came out today and said you don't have to wear your mask indoors if you're fully vaccinated. I think we lost Flint. We'll try to get Flint back up here in a second. But PBR in Billings this week is going to be a great time. Maybe we should just call him. Should we just call Flint? I'd like to see him, but oh, goodness. I think this one's on him. So, and he's got all the professional equipment. Let's see here. Not that we don't, but all right. We'll just do this.
Did we just break up?
We did.
Did we break up?
We
did.
did.
We just break up?
I think you hung up on me.
I didn't touch anything.
I didn't either. It's fine.
That's what she said. Anyway.
Hey.
That's right. I looked out and that's what she said right on your show.
I try that. I've got my 3-year-old saying it now, so it's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we can continue audio only. Right?
Yeah. So I've got pictures of you. Nobody needs to see you anymore.
A file photo on the screen. It looks like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll put some up. All right. So if you want a ticket, you can get a ticket because the CDC said, hey, just you can go outside or go inside if you're fully vaccinated.
I think the regulations. Well, when we first got back, PBR said. It doesn't matter what local or county or state mandates say. They might say, sell every ticket. We're still going to only sell maximum 50%. That was our deal. Now we've changed that. Whatever the local mandate, the arena mandate is, that's what we'll do. So I think it was a couple of weeks ago, the Metro Park here, First Interstate Arena, whatever it's called and said, hey, we can kind of sell whatever you want. So there's no mask mandate in this county. I don't think the crowd, that's a big question we get. They're going to make me wear a mask when I go to the bull riding? No, I don't think we are. We don't. We'll take care of ourselves. Like I just did a COVID test 20 minutes ago. We take care of our guys. To take care of the crowd, that's not our job.
Right.
So I don't think you come to Metro Park this week. If you don't want to wear a mask, I don't think you got to wear it.
I don't think you do. The governor said you don't, and CDC came out today and said, "Hey."
I heard that CDC came out with a whole bunch of stuff we already knew. Right? Isn't that how we put it? How about when they came out last week and said, "Hey, CDC just came out and said, man, they were." The New York Times reported CDC greatly overestimated the transmission outdoors. No crap. Really? Wow. Hey, CDC says if you're vaccinated and you're outside, you don't have to wear a mask. What?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, yeah. Anyway, sorry. You go on then.
I got the vaccination only because I want to golf in the Bahamas next year when the wife and I go on vacation. So that's literally and my little one, but I just want to go out of town. Like if I have to show a thing to say, hey, you can get on a plane, that's it. That's all. Anyway,
right. I know that. And that, listen, if I get it, nobody's going to know. You're not going to see me posting selfies with the gas tank.
No, I didn't post. I didn't post my little card. Any of that. But I was sicker than a dog. Listen, the second shot kicked my ass last week.
I wondered if I'll tell you, people, quote unquote, our age, the second shot makes them sick. And like my parents who are 82, 83 years old, nothing. So I heard that the second one, look at us talking like we're doctors. I heard younger people.
So does Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, Fauci. Let's bring him in. That younger people get sick from the second shot because it kicks in your immune system, and the stronger your immune system is, the sicker you get. Blah blah blah.
I must have a hell of a great immune system because I had a fever of almost between 102.5 and 104 last week.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
for like 12.
See?
That was fun.
And that's maybe why getting vaccinated hasn't really been on my radar, because I travel so much and work and active. And so it just hasn't fit where I felt safe to be getting sick. Like, I can't stay home from work. You know, that's just the way.
Well, and you're high risk, so. Hey,
I am a high risk. By the way, I tested negative today.
Oh, good.
So you know.
Good.
Yeah.
What about the COVID test, though?
Oh, the COVID test was negative, too. Yeah. I'm virus-free since 1986.
The Western Student Health Center was
that's
great.
Right. Western Montana College comes through again.
All right. Flint Rasmussen joining us here. Hold on. Let me intro you again. PBR entertainer, Flint Rasmussen, great friend of the show. All right, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say I should talk PBR, especially.
Well, that's what I was going to get to.
Yeah. Hey, we were just talking here. My friend Jen Ponce and I. Jen Ponce, what's your title? VIP Services, or Senior Director of Premium Experiences. So that's why we're setting up this virtual thing. But
wait, Senior Director of what? Premium Experiences?
Premium Experiences. And because that's why she's here, because she's, any experience with me is premium. You understand that?
Wow.
So, but we were just discussing Jess Lockwood coming back this week from injury. We do have some unexpected injuries. Cooper Davis, we just found out, injured out, and Joao Ricardo Vieira. But Jose Vitor Leme's here, Taiki Pacheco. For example, my daughters, Shelby and Paige, are singing the anthem Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, they're going to bring like 8 of their college rodeo friends. And I heard one of Shelby's friends say, well, who's going to be up Saturday night? Like bull rider, any big names? And Shelby's like, no, this is the PBR. This isn't rodeo where you wonder who's up. They're all here.
Right.
Like, yeah. And it is, we have actually, I've had a few people around here say, is it like usual Sundays broadcast on CBS Sports Network? Every night we virtually, literally, in essence, have 4 TV shows, because all 3 days are broadcast on CBS Sports Network. Then Saturday night we have a 15-15 round after, and it's on CBS. Ooh. So 4 TV shows from Billings this weekend.
Nice.
So there you go.
I'm showing the picture of the girls at the NFL or at the PBR finals in December or November, whenever they were. November.
Oh. Yeah.
If you're
sorry, my phone did something weird.
What is wrong with your connection down there?
Oh, it's Billings, man.
It's your,
it's, West Side.
I thought it was wow. With the Magic City.
Know what, my service gets messed up because all the cars going in circles on all the roundabouts, it messes up the waves in the air. Anyway, so the girls singing at the PBR final.
Yeah. From I had Paige on my show last Monday because she was the goat tying regular season champ, and I think she's going to win a national title. The women's team, holy cow, how good are they?
I know it. And I listen. Paige is here. They roped at the world's richest breakaway roping today here in Billings.
Oh, nice.
They're not the world's richest breakaway ropers at the end of the day, though. Paige, old Nine Toes Paige, wins it. Yeah, Shelby ended up 3rd in the all-around, but did not qualify for the CNFR, which was a real compliment to her. She scored points in all 4 events and, contributed 1,200 and some points to that team this year. So proud of both of them. They're great. And Shelby graduated. So.
And she did, which is the most important thing. Okay, so are you replacing Andy Bolich, and is Shelby going to be your assistant?
No, I don't think so, Jason, but I appreciate your thought.
You don't want to be a rodeo coach?
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. At this point in my career, the timing is not right. How's that?
All right, I like that. Flint Rasmussen, our guest here. Okay. For those who haven't been following the PBR this year, what's our top 5 look like, and what's been so good about the first couple of months?
What's been real good are 3 guys named Jose Vitor Leme, Taiki Pacheco, and Joao Ricardo Vieira, which at this point in our careers, we know how to say those names very well. Right. Cooper Davis. Honestly, I don't know what Cooper Davis's injury this week. Sometimes Cooper, honestly, and I know he's not listening to this, probably with all due respect, Jason. Wow. He will sometimes get rolling. Like he won Omaha 2 weekends ago. We have the weekend off last week. Then suddenly, like today, he injuries out. I don't always know Cooper's path. Cooper's one of those guys, though. He's got a lot of stuff going. He's not just a bull rider. There's a lot in his life. I mean, positive things.
Right.
He's a go-getter. So who knows? But those 3 Brazilian riders. Then you throw in. I'm trying to think of never count Lockwood out when he's coming back, and he's been training hard and really trying to come back from injury. But Jose Vitor Leme is not human. It's crazy how good that guy is. He's one of the most athletic, great bull riders I've ever seen in my career. I mean, if he keeps going doing this for another couple of years, he will fit into that conversation in my life of who's the best you ever saw.
Wow.
Because in my world right now, I always say Justin McBride in my career, but this guy's unbelievable, and he's good. He's got great hair. I mean, he's got the whole package. So I just want you to know, Jason, as we speak in my apartment right now, the dynamic duo of Shelby and Paige just walked in my door.
Whoa. Hi, girls.
It's breathtaking.
Now I wish we were on video.
Now, if we were on video, they'd pop on here. I know. I'm sorry about that. I know.
I love those girls. You know, I've told you that.
Yeah.
If aside from my own kids, they're my favorite. Like, I'm going to adopt those kids someday.
The most important thing, and their mom has always done a great job, and I've tried. What people remember is how you are out at the internet and how you treat people. And I hope we're doing that right.
Those 2 girls are amazing. I talked to Alex Eshelman of one of the TV stations in Bozeman yesterday, and she's doing a story on Paige and you guys. So I gave her a whole boatload of information on MSU Rodeo and Paige and Shelby and track and all that stuff.
A crap ton?
I did give her a crap ton. Yeah. A plethora of crap ton.
She's good. Alex is good, does a great job covering all Bobcat sports. She's
she's
great.
Yeah. Okay, so Jess Lockwood's back. Let's see here. Is Triplet still out, right?
I'll tell you, he rode last weekend at a touring pro event in Missouri, and Jen here from PBR told me he's out again this week. He aggravated something. That concerns me a little with Matt Triplet. He's been injured a lot, and then when he comes back, he looks pretty good, and then aggravates a groin or a shoulder. You know, of course, the PBR it's a war of attrition to become a world champion. The biggest thing is you got to stay healthy. And it's so hard with the bulls they get on every week. That's reality. It's a different level of bull that they're getting on every week. And the other thing that's reality, with 3 go-rounds, a championship round, and a 15-15 bonus round Saturday night, the top guys in the world possibly get on 5 bulls in 3 days this weekend. And it's definitely a war of attrition there.
You know, I got on 2 bulls pretty much every night when I would go ride with the MSU rodeo team.
Really?
Yeah. Not the quality of the PBR
I'm
bull.
sure they were the quality of like Whoopah and Chiseled and the great bulls. By the way, that's the other thing you see in Billings. Chad Berger brings a lot of bulls here, and they're just solid, like the best, you know. So that's the thing. And I will try my dangest to be entertained. Going to crack out a new Cooper Tire Bobcat uniform on Saturday night. Nice. Breaking news.
Didn't you have one last September?
Yeah, I got a different one.
Oh.
I got a new. Yeah.
So that old one would look good in the Major Mortgage Man Cave.
Well, I've donated a couple to auctions.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Have you
do
seen?
You have a good white.
I do have a very nice Cooper Tire blue and a white one that is autographed. And I just hung my Kansas City PBR media pass from 2 years ago on the jerseys or on your outfit. So
is it still on the John Wayne?
It is still on the John Wayne. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
John Wayne in a Cooper Tire Flint uniform is as American. That's like making out with Betsy Ross. That's how American it is.
And then have an apple pie afterwards.
That's exactly right. Like you can just hear the Gettysburg Address ringing against the mountain.
Oh, it is Apple Pie Day, by the way.
Is it really Apple Pie Day? Yeah. National Apple Pie Day.
National Apple Pie Day today.
Paige is telling me, Oh, I thought she was eating a chocolate chip cookie. Banana day, too, apparently. So.
Oh, nice. All right, I only have you for a couple more minutes. So, have you seen the new studio? What do you think?
Hey, I haven't looked at it close. I watched a little bit of your interview with Alex, but I was kind of listening and I forgot you're in the new studio. So I'll go on and take a look at it. I'll play back this episode and take a look.
Okay. Well, don't forget to share it to your fans too.
Oh, right. Right. Oh, I will.
You know what I should have done? Oh, like you couldn't.
Does it have that new studio smell? Does it still have the new studio smell?
It does. Yeah. It needs broken in. Let's see. So it is Apple Pie Day. Are we a fan of apple pie?
Oh, for real.
Is that the best?
Warm with ice cream on it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think I like
here's
apple
the thing,
crumble better.
You can eat apple pie like for dessert because the apples are good for you and that cancels out, and so it's fine.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Both my girls are nodding. Actually, that's true. Yeah.
It is frog jumping day today. Have you ever jumped a frog?
Frog jumping day.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you got me there.
Okay.
What else? What
fruit cocktail day.
Fruit cocktail day. Okay.
And National Crouton Day.
National Crouton Day.
Yeah.
You know what I prefer? If I go to a salad bar, no croutons. I put sunflower seeds.
Oh, absolutely. Sunflower seeds are the best.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, a couple other historical items for you. It's Richie Valen's birthday today.
Oh, I know a girl and Donna is her name.
That was my grandma's name. Love that song.
There you go.
Stevie Wonder's birthday. Gary Cooper died on this date. Helena Boy.
Hey, Stevie Wonder, like, you go to a Stevie Wonder concert and somebody's got a sign in the crowd that says, "I love you, Stevie." Really? Why? Why do he can't read the sign? I mean,
it's also
there's legends around of certain things Stevie Wonder has done that make people believe he's not flying.
Yes, I've heard
like
that.
Reach out and grab something, or Anyway, Gary Cooper died.
Gary Cooper died a long time ago. It is also Magic Dick's birthday.
Magic who?
Magic Dick.
Magic Dick. I should have known that. I figured it was. I mean, I thought I knew everything about that, but
he was an American harmonica player with the Jay Giles band.
Oh,
popular in your 80s. Yeah. So Magic Dick.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm going to let you go. PBR this weekend. I can't make it. I'm emceeing a Little Miss. What is it called? Little Miss Last Chance Stampede pageant. Girls of like 3 to 12.
Nice.
Yeah. So
good for you.
I'm doing that, and I'm also the host of Miss Rodeo Montana now.
Nice. Good job. Well, you're a big supporter of that. I always appreciate it. You have a Miss Rodeo Montana a lot. But hey, in all seriousness, PBR is our CEO, the staff, our office staff, our crew that drives the semi trucks up and down the road. Our 8 semis rolled in a couple days ago. Has worked really hard to get us back touring to let people have an experience that feels like we can just be somewhat normal again, be American again. And we work hard to bring a good show. We really do. The guys from music to lights to sound to the announcers to me and the bullfighters. And we just appreciate everybody. We're glad to be in Billings. And it's been a hectic week for me. It's a lot of media, a lot of different commitments and stuff of my own. But at the end of the week, it's all so worth it because we get to be in Montana.
Well,
so
I appreciate your time.
Always, man.
Hey, I'm gonna get Jason Walker Show logoed belt buckles from Montana Silversmiths made up. You want one?
Could I? I'll put it on my display.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna get one.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a whole bunch made up. I think. I just talked to him Monday. All right, I'm gonna let you go with this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You heard about Bill Gates and his wife, Melinda, right?
Yeah, I did.
Do you know why? Do you know why she decided to leave him at the end?
Because he's Microsoft.
Oh, you heard it! Damn.
Oh, is that the right answer?
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh, no, I didn't know that's what you were.
I just was told that one today. All right, go do your meet and greet with your fans. I appreciate you wearing the shirt. If any of your fans ask where to get one, I have some available. So.
Okay. By the way, both my girls here, I've talked to them. They always express their appreciation of how you treat them when they're on your show. And so thanks for taking care of my family and having us on all the time.
Always, my friend. And I will talk to you soon. Tell the girls good luck tomorrow night, and we'll talk to them soon, too.
Good luck singing this weekend, girls. Gracias. They both minor in Spanish, by the way.
I love it. Well, I didn't minor in, well, never mind. Flint Rasmussen, I appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a fun time this weekend.
Okay, always appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the PBR so much.
Always.
I have passed that along, by the way.
By the way, when you see this later, your autographed picture is right next to the Snoop Dogg autographed picture. So,
me and Snoop a loop. I'll bet
go.
my eyes aren't glazed over. Can guarantee you that.
Okay. Talk to you later.
See you, buddy.
That is Flint Rasmussen joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. He's so awesome. So much fun. PBR this weekend in Billings. Get there. Girls singing tomorrow night. That's going to be so much fun. They just love that family. If I could be adopted into a family, that'd be the one. Yep. All right, let's do On This Day in History. It is brought to you by Big Sky Printwear. We print what you wear. We talked about it with Flint. It is Crouton Day, Frog Jumping Day, Apple Pie Day, and Fruit Cocktail Day. Before we finish that, let's get our Twitter poll answer too. Should Montana schools and the MHSA institute shot clocks for high school basketball in the 2022 season, which the NFHS said go ahead to all 42 states that don't have it? Final result of the poll, 76% said yes. We need a high school shot clocks, at least at the AA and maybe the A levels. But there you go. All right, On This Day in History, Big Sky Printwear, over 35 years experience. They're so good. We got a lot of horse racing on this date. 1887, the 15th Preakness, Dunboyne would win. 1888, DeWolf Hooper would first recite Casey at the Bat. Let's see here. 1890, at the 18th Preakness, Montague would win. 17th Kentucky Derby in 1891. Remember, the Triple Crown wasn't always the Triple Crown as we know it, and it wasn't always in the order that we know it. But Kingman would win the Derby in 1891. James Jeffries retired as the World Heavyweight Boxing champ, undefeated. In 1905, he came back 5 years later to get beat by Jack Johnson. All right, 1911, Kentucky Derby, Meridian wins. 1916, Kentucky Derby, George Smith. 1922, Kentucky Derby, Morvich. 1922, Preakness, Pillory. 1933, Preakness, Headplay. 1939, Preakness, Shaladon. 1944, Pensive Preakness. 1950, the first ever race of the Formula One World Drivers' Championship. Silverstone, England, and Giuseppe Farina of Italy would win in an Alfa Romeo. Let's see, 1952, minor league baseball pitcher for Bristol, Ron Nekai, he struck out 27 batters in 9 innings. He struck out everybody. Let's see, Mickey Mantle hits 3 consecutive home runs on this date in 1955. All went at least 463 feet. 1982, the Chicago Cubs would win their 8,000th game. Not in the season, but in history. Reggie Jackson in 1983, the first major leaguer to strike out 2,000 times. 1993, George Brett hit his 300th home run. I caddied for him in a golf tournament once. Dude is good and funny. 1914, happy birthday, Joe Louis, the world heavyweight champ for 13 years. Dennis Rodman, born on this date in 1961. We talked about Richie Valen's birthday, 1941. Gene Sarazen passed away in 1999 on this date. He had 7 majors, including the major slam in golf. Magic Dick's birthday, Stevie Wonder's birthday. Gary Cooper died on this date in 1961. Margot Kidder died in Livingston on this date in 2018. So that is This Day in History. It is brought to you by Big Sky Printwear. We print what you wear. Stop by and see him on the corner of Euclid and Henderson in Helena. Go see Sheila. She's fantastic. Love the girls over there. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
All right. What did we miss? I don't know if we missed a whole lot. Oh, Well, Flint kind of ruined the walk-off. He knew that Bill Gates is getting divorced because his wife found out he's Microsoft. Okay, or this. No. There we go. All right. Sorry. That's all I had. I heard it today and thought, hey, that was awesome. But nope, I guess not. Anyway, tomorrow we're off. Back on Monday, Alex Cummings will join us, the new football coach for the Flathead Braves. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of Fridays this year for about 6 months. So no big deal, nothing wrong. Just taking Fridays to enjoy the family and stuff. Saturday night, Armed Forces Day. It is National Military Month, so we appreciate our military. We told you yesterday about my son, who's a personal crew chief for a colonel over in Germany on a Black Hawk, which is really freaking cool. But Armed Forces Day on Saturday, and don't forget PBR this weekend in Billings at Metro Park. Thanks to our guest today, Barry Abrams. I'm still going. Midnight Bourbon all the way, my friend. I'm taking it. Medina Spirit. I'll go Midnight Bourbon, Medina Spirit, and then somebody else takes third. Whoever Medina Spirit's running mate is. Concert tour. I'll take Midnight Bourbon, Medina Spirit, concert tour, and then we'll go Unbridled Honor in the 4 slot. There's your winnings for entertainment purposes only. All right, Monday, Alex Cummings, Flathead football coach. Also, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Can't wait to see you. We'll do it again. And if you're signed up for Little Miss Chance Stampede, Last Chance Stampede, Little Miss pageant Sunday, we'll see you then. Have a great weekend. Talk to you Monday. Oh, I don't know what I did. I just hit the music wrong. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on the golf course. Oh, don't forget to get on the schedule for Nitro Green. They've got everything you need. They'll take care of your lawn, your insects, your hornets. They'll spray it. The trees, all your lawn, tree, and pest needs, Nitro Green. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana State Law says it is your vehicle. It's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Like I said, we'll see you back here on Monday at 4. Go to jasonwalkershow.com. All right, I'm just going to shut up and go. Here we do this.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.